A friend is asking, would you like to hear about my actual life, good, bad, and ugly, or do you prefer to hear just the interesting and inspiring stuff? So it feels like there's an almost feels like an infinite number of perspectives you can take on this, because the question that's a little bit unanswered is, so which perspective are you asking this from? Are you what what's behind this? What are you after? Um, because the thing is, we're always trying to feel better. We're always looking to. Actually, this is something that I find in my own life. We're everything that we ask ourselves, every action that we think about doing or not doing, and for a moment, I'll just leave out all the action stuff because it's enough to just focus on thoughts and emotions at first because that's a whole like this is a complete world in and of itself even before you have a look at action. um, there's enough stuff to work out there and to change and adjust and to understand, that if you do understand that it will change your whole world. Uh, so in what I want to say is in everything that we think about, every question we ask ourselves, every conversation that we have with someone else or with ourselves, it's always about it's if we were to recognize that, we would leave a lot of those questions out. We would just not be asking them because we would realize why we are asking them, and that's very important, obviously. Um, and it is that we're always looking for something, and we're always looking for something that feels better. We're always like every question you can bring back to or reduce to a question of, or can I have this thing I want or not? And the real question is, so what is this thing that you want? So what are we talking about even, right? What is it that you want? And the second thing is, well, actually, the understanding of what the thing that you want is the most important thing. If you know that, then you know what questions are left. Like, okay, so can I have it or not? Or maybe when, and and yeah, something else. Yeah, but basically, we're asking every time we're wondering about something. We're asking. We're talking to someone else. We're having a discussion. We're always trying to. There's always something that we're reaching for. There's always something, a desire that we have in ourselves, something that we recognize either consciously or unconsciously, that this is something we would prefer over whatever we have now, or just without comparison to what we have now. And the question is, are we going to go there and, let's see, how can we express that? Stand with that desire, like stand in that desire. Let's say there are two markings on the ground, and let's say there's a whole field between them. So on the one corner or on the one side you have, um, I cannot have my desire, and on the other hand, there is, I absolutely know I can have it, and it's beginning to manifest, and maybe it's even already manifested. Or yeah, let's say on this side of the spectrum there is, yeah, of course I can have what I want, there's no question about it, there's no doubt about it, and I already have it. It's already manifested. It's here. So the question is, where are you going to stand? Are you going to, with your thought and with your questions, with your discussions, with your emotions, where are you going to put yourself on this spectrum? And with every question that we have, with every request that we put out, with everything that we say and do, we always want to put ourselves a little bit further, like we're looking for permission to feel a little bit better. We're looking for permission to think something or to see ourselves, see the world in a way that will put us a bit closer to to the realization of this desire, because that's what we're reaching for all of the time. All of the time. There's nothing that is not in search or in an attempt to attain or in an attempt to allow or justify, whatever you can. There are a million different words that we can use, but essentially it's the not having or the having of something that we truly want. It can be big things, small things, whatever. And this is always the you can view any situation in this context, and it will never be wrong. Even those people who are saying, like, I don't know, Buddhist monks or whoever, like there are some philosophies on this planet, and there are people following them or thinking they're following them, that say that you shall not have desire or something like that, like free yourself from desire. But that in and of itself is like they have experienced pain and they have experienced suffering, and they just want this stupid suffering to stop. So they're looking for something that they think, they have a desire, the desire to not have any desire. And by desire, these philosophies mean actually being split from your desire, being like there being your desire, and what feels uncomfortable, what is the actual suffering, is putting yourself in a place that is diametrically opposed to your desire, where you feel like you can't have it. And that's why those people and those philosophies often prescribe or recommend meditation, because meditation lowers your resistance to your desire, because naturally you would gravitate towards it. That's what we do with all the action, all the thoughts, everything that we're doing, all the talking and everything. Like, imagine all the talking that's going on in this world is only because for everyone who's involved there is some desire, and everyone just wants permission to go there. Permission from other people, permission from themselves, like justification. Oh yeah, okay, so this is justified. Oh, I can have this. Oh, I can feel good now. Oh, I can believe something positive about myself now. Oh, I have not done nothing wrong. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I can feel good now. And everything, and all the discussion that's going on is only about, may I move in the direction of the realization of my desire, and nothing else. That's it. And if we were to realize that this is all of the stuff, all of the words are about, I'm fairly certain, and I see it in my own life and in the lives of other people, and if I look out into the world, that there's usually many ways how we can just stop talking and stop thinking silly thoughts that just hold us away from the realization of our desire, and even from just feeling and thinking that it may be possible. How often have we talked to someone in trying to get them to a place of acknowledging that something is possible or something, or feeling bad that someone believes that you cannot have this, that you're not good enough, you're not powerful enough to do this or that, you don't know enough, you can't do enough, stuff like that. And it's only for the purpose of allowing yourself to believe and to feel that yes, it is possible, for example. For that part alone, probably we could skip 50% of all the discussion that's going on. So, yes, so by recognizing that with everything that you think, every question that you have, you're always, in one way or another, asking yourself, so can I have some of this? can I? Maybe. And you're either asking yourself, you're trying to justify it for yourself, you're trying to justify it in front of other people, and things like that. And if you just were to stop doing that and just recognize, so what am I reaching for here? What is it that I want? What is that desire that summons me in this that motivates me, that inspires me to this thought or action, to this question? What is it? What is it that I want? And the moment that you become clear about what it is that you want, you have actually made a big step towards achieving that. Because, I mean, that's a whole different topic, but it's just, no matter how you see the world, no matter how it doesn't matter what you do with that clarity, but clarity is always beneficial. The clarity of understanding yourself, understanding your actions, understanding your thinking, understanding your emotions. This is always very beneficial, whatever you do with that afterwards. So if you stop whatever you're doing and intend and attempt to understand why you're doing it, what you're reaching for, and then just look at it, just allow yourself to think about that and to say, oh yeah, there's this thing that I want, that's why I'm asking this. So this, to return back to come back to the original question. So, do you want to hear about everything in my life, or just the interesting and inspiring stuff? Like, what's behind that? There could be something like, so this good, bad, and ugly stuff, that's something that makes me human, right? That's something that is very powerful in establishing connection between people. Am I looking for more connection with whoever I'm asking this question of? This person could be asking, would you like more authentic connection with me? Or it could be asking, I am looking for more connection with you. It could be from the perspective of being of service, or of because it's very satisfying for any human being to be allowed to connect to someone else on a very deep and meaningful level, on a human, emotional level. And it could be service based, like offering connection, or it could be that that person really would love to have more genuine human interaction and connection in their life. Or it could be, the person could be saying, oh, what I really want is, I would so love to uplift all of you guys. I would so love that, to inspire and uplift and, share really interesting things that help you shift your perspective, that help you, or that where we can go to new places perspective-wise, where we can go to new thoughts, where we can see new things as being possible now, or as being within reach now, and all of that. And I feel that this is something that I really want, and I'm a little bit doubtful about if I introduce something, things that are low vibrational in nature, like that are not interesting and inspiring. Will that kind of mess up the whole thing that I'm, will that mess with what I actually want? It could be something like that. And I'm sure there are different things that, could be contained within that statement. But this is how I would, just for myself, analyze why I'm asking this question, and then I would allow myself to fully see that thing that I'm reaching for. So, for example, oh yeah, I really want to inspire those people. I really want to inspire the friends that I have, and I want to go to new places together, and and so I would take that idea and just milk it, just see it fully as much as I can. So, oh yeah, how do I imagine this? So, and just only, I would not ask any contradictory questions. I would not introduce any, contradictory things. So, for example, yeah, I won't think about all of my, all of the different moods that I'm going through sometimes, all of the difficult situations. This is not about that. Like the human connection aspect, for example, that could be a positive one. Yeah, okay, so that's something different, and maybe I have to work some things out there, but What I'm really looking for here is this thing, and I'm going to look at it, just look at it, view it from all kinds of different perspectives, find out all of the details that I want to be in there, and just observe it for as long as it feels good. Just, milk it. Just imagine it. Allow yourself to fully imagine that, and that will take you a lot closer to the realization of your desire than if you weigh pros and cons, or ask contradictory questions, or wonder, is it possible or not. This is like, I don't know if you can feel it. I can certainly feel it while I'm saying this, that this takes away from the clarity and from the confidence and from the knowing of the potential of this thing, of this desire, of the actual realization of this desire. So, and if you practice that, the imagining, practice the image of that which you want, you will get very close to its realization, and it's not going to be much effort, and you'll be very clear about it, and you will have accomplished what you intended to accomplish, or you will have followed the original pull that also made you ask this initial question, and you will have followed that pull towards this desire, you will have followed the actual direction of this desire that you found through your life experience. So that was it for this question. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.